Hello and welcome. Areej welcomes you from the platform of Qasim Shah Foundation, and it's really nice to see you all again in yet another exciting episode of Learning Today. So today I want to tell you something about, as we have already discussed, about communication skills. So after learning communication skills, when you are gonna present something in front of public, so how to remove your fear actually in front of talking to so many people. So that is somewhat challenging for most of the people. So it is not some, you can say, extraordinary kind of thing. It happens with everyone. Even when I started, so I just went through all those stages of fear, and then finally I just overcame all those. So it happens. So even if you just look on celebrities, so who are very habitual of using their stage, so even they are frightened before coming to the stage. So for that they just do something special actually. And what are these things? What they do actually, they just take deep breaths. Whenever you are gonna speak in front of public, there could be lot of people in front of you. So what you need to do is to just take deep breaths, just inhale your breath actually through the nostrils, right? And then you will just keep the oxygen in your mouth for some time, and afterwards you are gonna discharge that while you are just having that in your mouth. So just discharge it with your mouth and feel relaxed. So do that 3 to 4 times, and all the system which was there, which just gave you some kind of trouble or nervousness, so that would be improved automatically. That is natural system. So we can adopt that too. So ये बड़ी अच्छी एक exercise होती है. So we can do that. The other thing is that whenever you go for presentation, so prepare well before, right? So you should prepare everything. So when you will be well prepared, so you would be more confident actually. Especially prepare your opening lines well, because if you practice them more, so definitely in the later stages you would find more confidence, and that will give you really a good start, right, for your later steps and stages. So this is important to note. And the other thing, in the next stage, what you can do is to use body language in a relaxed way. So you can have some smiling face, right? And just feel relaxed. Use your hands properly, not overly. So, but you can use that according to the situation, according to what you are conveying to your public. So, and you can select some good, pleasant kind of person, right? So, if that person is like smiling, that can be, so that can be any person, right? So you can just look at that person often, actually, right? For example, if some person who you know actually, so he is sitting over there, so you can do that too. So sometimes you have your friend sitting in your public, so you can look at them more as compared to others. The other thing is that if you don't know anyone, so you can look at the back side of the chairs. So people would think that you are looking actually at them, but in reality you are just looking on something else. But when there is huge crowd, so it's very easy to manage all that. And you can just look on all your public in simultaneously, right? In the light way, you can look on every one of them. If you are very confident, you can do that too. Otherwise, you can use the technique of looking at the back of the people on wall or something. So, and you can also prepare some notes as well, because sometimes you have long sessions, so you can just write down some good points, and if you just forget about any, so you can look on them, and you can just start talking about that later. So these are the things which are very important, and when you will follow that, so definitely that will be a good session, or that would be good kind of stuff on your part. So you can use all these kind of stuffs, right? And the other thing is that which you can do is basically you can add some humor to your material or whatever you are speaking. If you have good sense of humor, so that will definitely interest your audience, and they will feel very good when you will be just talking to them, because in long sessions sometimes that happens that people start getting bored. So to eliminate this factor, you can just have somewhat a little bit of humor, you can add it into this. तो ये सारी चीज़ें बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी होती हैं, एंड ये सारी चीज़ें जो हैं वो असल में इंटरेस्ट डेवलप करती हैं आपकी ऑडियंस के अंदर. और जब आप जा रहे हैं कोई प्रेजेंट करने के लिए, तो क्या करना चाहिए, आपको खुद भी एनर्जेटिक होना चाहिए, ठीक, बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू ट्रांसफ़र योर एनर्जी टू योर crowd, actually to your audience. So when you will be active, so definitely your audience is going to be so they will also be active, right? तो उसके लिए पूरी तरह से active होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. All right, so these are the things I think so which can remove your stage fear. So if you have any query regarding that, you can ask me, because the fear is real actually. Stage fear happens to even experienced and seasoned people, so even they feel that before coming to stage. So take your audience as your friend or supporters. They are not there to just judge you actually, that how you are performing. So take them as your friends or supporters who are there to listen to you just like your friends. So imagine that they are all your friends and supporters, and definitely there is no natural enmity between you and your public. So there are no grudges actually. So why we should be afraid of, right? So keep that all. Now you will come here, right? And anyone can ask about these kind of questions which I have asked from them. So you can just raise your hand and you can ask the questions, right? From each candidate, there would be 2 questions, right? So one by one, you will be doing that exercise. Now, that would be good practice, right? So we would start from now, boys, right? So yes, please come here, right? So be seated. Right. So you are all journalists, and this is our celebrity. So you can just ask him about the questions regarding news or media. Just 2 questions.
Just give some details from which field he is.
All right.
But we don't know from which field.
Actually, you are just going to ask question about media and news. Actually, the questions which I have asked, that which one's your favorite article in news, or which one's your favorite newspaper. So he is versatile personality actually. So there is no need. Yeah, so you just can ask 2 questions by raising your hands.
The thing was, last week our discussion with some fellows was about human rights and
Okay.
some other things like their
Human rights.
human
Yeah.
rights,
Women rights. Good.
rights and education rights and
Okay.
what the feminism, the
Right.
right meaning of feminism.
Yes. Tell them. Yes. So they are your supporters. I have told you they are there not to judge you. So just speak to them.
Our last week discussion with some fellows was about some feminism rights and some
Right.
other discussion with the
That was very important kind of thing, definitely.
education of women.
Yeah. Welfare.
Welfare.
Right.
Some brutal change.
Exactly. Nice. Wonderful.
My point with my fellows was that
After that, you discussed with your friend.
yes,
Okay. What did you discuss?
we discussed that their point of view is that our society is now at a verge of chaos.
Okay, chaos.
It's about some needs to bring the change.
Right. So some reforms should be introduced soon.
And And my point was that every single person, society starts from a single person.
Exactly.
So we just need to change ourselves. If
First.
we change ourselves firstly, then
Exactly.
we can change our whole society.
Very good. Wonderful. Very nice. And this is much needed actually. So that's really great. Yes. Any other question? Yes, please.
Which one are your favorite news anchors?
News anchor.
News anchor. My favorite news anchor is Shah Khan.
Shahzeb Khanzada. Wonderful. So why do you like him? Which traits in him do you prefer to adopt, or that you think that should be there in good person?
The discussion and
Discussions.
his,
Right.
research, sources.
Exactly, his sources. Wonderful. Very nice. Nice choice. Good. Yeah, please. Right. So now from here, we will invite you. Please come on stage. And now you can ask any 2 questions from her. Right. So, you wanna? Okay. Yes, you please. In blue.
Write an article in a newspaper.
Yeah.
Sorry, repeat. If you are allowed to write an article in a newspaper, what would be its topic?
I think I will write on environmental issues.
Okay. Environmental
Environment
issues.
is degraded day by day, and there is a lot of pollution, and
Yeah.
I really want to discuss about it on the articles, and
To
I
public.
really want to write blogs on it,
Right.
and
So
I'm
that
also
our
thinking to write on it.
wonderful. Very nice. So this is a very pivotal kind of thing these days, as Lahore has been declared as the most polluted city in of the world, I think so. Yeah.
Second, first Delhi.
Yeah, it's second.
First Delhi, second law.
Yes, but yesterday I was watching the news. They just declared Lahore as that is at the top of most polluted and contaminated city of the world, and you can imagine that what kind of risk we are going to face.
In somewhere we are top of the world.
Yes, but definitely things should be addressed very fast. Any other question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. I think so that I perceive you as an anchor person, and I am having a very general question for you.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Up to what extent one should be conscious about his dressing, his hairstyle, or gait, actually,
Right.
or the facial expressions? To what extent one should be conscious for that?
Right.
I think a person should be conscious about its dressing and its way of speaking, because nowadays people will judge you by your appearance. So that's why it is really very important to
Exactly.
work on your personality, because people will judge you.
Actually,
Right.
the question arose in my mind because I see that my friends are pressing their clothes half an hour, and they are just going
Right.
to make them new and fresh. And
Okay.
when I go to the, I don't know, I
Right.
stand, I just take 2 minutes and then I press.
Right.
That's why I asked what accent one should be conscious about.
Okay, that's the thing. So it depends on your own personality. Some people give lots of attention to their personality, some are not into that. But definitely one should be pleasant to look at actually when he is delivering something. So that, because if someone comes with untidy hair or with very bad kind of clothes, so definitely no one's going to listen to that person. So to that extent it's important, but that shouldn't be very over kind of thing that you just look like something else. Yeah. Okay, wonderful, very nice, good. So you should be decently dressed up, actually. That is important. So now we will call someone from this side. Yes, please join us. And you are welcome to ask any question from our celebrity today. Yes, please.
So, Mr. You told us that you are an aspirant of CSS. So I'm having a question that what can you sacrifice for this purpose?
I think as far as your question is concerned, CSS is not, you can say, the end of the life. So it is, you can say that one of the ambition, and you can give your 100%. And if your willpower is strong and your motivation for that is strong, then you can do that. And if, for example, you give your 100% and then results are not up to mark as you expected, then you should, I think, go for any other thing. And I think you should not just, say that sticking with this thing. Just give your 100% and then see the results. And the results would tell you where you should go.
So have you any alternative for that if you're not?
As far as my plans are concerned, to be honest, I'm like Taleem who attacked the enemies with, you can say that, no other plan. So I'm you can say that trying to crack the CSS having no other plans. And you can say that I have to some extent strong will.
Don't you think you must be rational about your career? And the other thing is that when I go to the universities like GCU, PU, and many other universities, the students from each department, when I asked them what are your goals in life, they just said, I will go for CSS and inshallah I will be an
This is the, you can say that tragedy, maybe you can say that in our society, you can say that people opt to CSS as a last option when they are, you can say that, rejected from, you can say that, from ISSP, from army, from medical or other things, and then they take this as a last option and as a savior option. That after, you will say that, having no option, all the doors are closed, then they are going for CSS. So this thing, they should opt this seriously. They should be quite sincere for that. Then this thing can happen.
So what was the
I think you have asked.
Yeah, next. Now someone else. Yes, please.
What do you think, which type of motivation is important for our goals, either external or internal motivation?
I think internal motivation is quite important, because when you get hit by external environment, external people, so then there is this motivation, internal motivation, that you can say that give you strength that you should go and you should you can say that pursue your goal.
Very nice. Good. Fantastic. So he deserves a big hand. Good. That's really nice. Right. So now from this side. Yes, please. Join us and get your questions ready. And your celebrity is here, so you can ask questions. 2 questions from your side. So who is ready to ask question? Yes.
What are your views on the withdrawal of New Zealand and England cricket team?
I think they were just baseless threats, and that was all about global politics.
Okay.
Why do you think so?
Still people are missing that tour of New Zealand. Yeah.
I think because, first of all, I have full confidence in our ISI forces and all the security things. And secondly, there were, a block of England, New Zealand, Australia, and US. They have an intelligence of 5 eyes. And that was the one that gave them the information, but that was because the players had to play IPL. And for IPL, they can even lose their own teams.
All right. So this is something fishy. Okay. Anyone else? Yes, please.
As you are from media and you are media person, tell us about that. If we want to get our articles published in newspaper, so what should we do to publish our articles or blogs in newspaper?
Yes.
I have no information related to that. I'm just in the start of my BS Mass Communication.
Right. So, no problem. That's wonderful. Is there any news from the field of sports?
Not now. The last thing I heard was England apologized for their pullout
They
from
should.
the tour.
Right.
And they had promised Pakistan to come next year. And
Okay.
the World Cup is coming. Then I think I heard that The new score is going to be announced.
Okay, that's wonderful. Very nice. Good, wonderful. Please come back. Right, from here. Yes, please join us. Yes, please be seated. Yeah, so you're all welcome to ask question from our dignitary today. Yes. Any person who wants to ask some question? Yeah, please.
So you tell us that there are two types of newspaper and media. One is in our native language we can say Urdu, and the other is foreign language we can say English. So what subject and what articles and newspaper would you like to refer that which is beneficial for us to read? Either it's Urdu or English.
I think English is more beneficial for us
Exactly.
Why?
because we read English, because it is necessary for our
Learning English. All right, so it shows his passion for learning English. Wonderful, keep it up. Any other question? Yes, journalists, media personals.
But sir, I feel that Urdu is most important for our life because Urdu is our national language. Why you neglect it?
Sorry, please repeat this question.
Yeah, please repeat it in other words.
Why you neglect Urdu? Urdu is most important, our national language. Urdu is important. As compared English, Urdu must be important.
Yes.
So why you prefer just
I know
English
that
language?
It is our national language.
Yes.
But nowadays more people prefer to English.
Right. Okay, because that is an international language. Right. Fantastic answer. Good. Yes. Anyone wants to ask some more question? So, which newspaper is your favorite one?
I don't like
The last answer I really like. Okay. You watch news on channels.
Yes.
So, which one's your favorite news channel?
Yeah.
Airway. All right. So that's really wonderful. Good. So big hand. Wonderful. Please. Okay. Right. So next, I want to call upon stage. Yes, you. So our next. Right. So you can ask a question by raising your hands. Yeah.
What do you think are the basic or more important qualities in a journalist?
The journalist must have a proper research, I think
Yeah.
so, and he must be very conscious about his surroundings, the current issues, and he must be very fluent in speaking and conveying his message to the public. And I think so he must be sober on the main topic of his news.
Right. So he should be blunt enough to just convey whatever he knows. He should try to portray the facts and figures only without adding something into it. Right. Okay. Any other question?
Talking about appearance, you feel like that appearance is our first introduction nowadays.
I think so it's not everything, but it has its own worth. Your message has a special power when you are in a better getup. I think.
Yep. Right. You should look decent one so that people listen to
You
you.
are also confident when you are talking to the public or
Yeah.
the audience. When you are in well getup or
You're
well
interacting
dressed, well
with
dressed.
them. So, right. It's very important. Good. Yes, please.
What is your
Yeah.
motivation for, you can say, this journalism, your career?
It is career.
Towards journalism, I want to be a communicator of the communicators like who talk about Islam or religion, and you have listened about Ashfaq Ahmed Sahab. He was interested in literature, and I'm also interested in literature. But what is my
Perception.
passion for this profession is that I think so that this is the right time to to show a revolution, and which is Islamic revolution.
Okay,
I
that's
think so.
wonderful.
So I must go for that field, because
Right.
I think so it's the right time to go for that.
That's really fantastic. Wonderful. Good. Big hand to him. That's really nice. Right. So now it's your turn. Please join us. Right. So prepare your questions for her. Right. Anyone?
And do you think listen to music each day? Well, I guess to some extent, because most of the news is sensationalized, so that can stream up our emotions. So I guess they have a negative aspect. It's better to read the newspaper.
Okay, that's fine. Yes. Any other one?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Some people say that the anchor person must be unbiased. So what do you think that an anchor person or any general person or any person from the society can be unbiased for any topic? Can you think that?
In my opinion, it should be unbiased, but unfortunately, we are living in such an era that it's impossible to us for being an unbiased person. Everyone goes for the money, and wherever you show the money, they are is going to
So
go.
what do you think? What is the
Right.
reason behind this
Prejudice.
prejudice?
I guess poverty.
Poverty.
Yes.
I would say poverty.
Like when
Greed for money, basically.
we see that the angry person are very
They are only working
Yeah.
those who are filling their pockets. I
Right.
guess.
Yeah.
I think
Sometimes.
the poverty is not the main issue. The main issue is the lust, the negative.
Yeah, that is the greed actually. True. You're right. All right. So that's fantastic. Wonderful. Please come back. Right. So from here, yes, please. So please be seated. So our next celebrity is here to answer you. So you can put your queries. No, you have done. Anyone else? Anyone else? Just raise your hands. Yes, you.
But do you think that media is playing positive part in society right now?
It depends upon media activity. Sometimes they use they bring negative image for their social media activity, TRP.
Right.
I also am not interested in views, but they use the word TRP or BTC for their by which they count their channel growth is growing or not. But mostly they spread positivity.
Okay, that's wonderful. Very nice answer. Anyone else? Any more question?
I have some question.
Yeah, please.
Do you think media play important role in spreading positivity?
Is media playing a positive role in spreading positivity?
Hope so. As I have discussed earlier, if they have been giving us truth news or truth, they are spreading positivity. Otherwise, if they are using news for their
Own purpose.
For their own purpose, they may be blackmailing us at time.
Exactly. Right. So that can deface all of the image of media in your country. Exactly. Please. Wonderful. He has answered 3 questions, he was saying. All right, that's really wonderful. So anyone else from this side now who is, all right, to your left, please join us. You just join us.
Thank you for having me.
Right. Okay. So anyone can ask question, please. Yeah.
Taleem from CNN.
Right.
So I have a question. How media plays an important role in forming public opinion?
Wow, good question.
I think media is performing very good role in showing us public opinion.
Yeah.
And as we all know, that reporters cover and ask people to say about their
Yeah.
opinions. So it plays an important role.
Good. Any other question? So that was international media. So Pakistani media, wake up. You can ask also the question. Yes.
Actually, I have no information about these newspapers or journalism. So, could you please tell me what is the difference between journalism or newscasting?
Journalism and
Newscasting.
Newscasting actually on the side of reporting, or journalism is casting and all other things.
Okay, that is just presenting in front of public, right? By coming on screen. Fine. Right. So, any other question? No question? All right. Yes.
You're doing mass communication, so what is your favorite news or magazine?
Newspaper or magazine?
I also read or watch news, but my favorite newspaper is Dawn News or Urdu newspaper. I often read Nawaiwat.
Very nice. Good. Good choice. Wonderful. Very nice. Great. MashaAllah. Good. So you are overcoming your stage fear. You are so comfortable today. It's good news. This is good news. Breaking news. All right. Fantastic. So from here, we'll move towards, yes, you. So come here, please. Right. So, international media and Pakistani media. So, our celebrity from Pakistan is here. Yes. So, put questions? Yeah.
If you are given a chance to write an article on any issue, what would be the topic of that article or blog?
If I get chance to write an article in newspaper, I would like to write about on unemployment rate in Pakistan.
Okay,
Because unemployment rate
is advancing.
Increase day by day in Pakistan.
Yeah, right.
Most of our graduation
Right.
people is jobless.
Exactly, you're right.
I would like to write
On that issue. Okay, that's really burning issue of our country. Yes, anyone else who wants to put question? Yes.
What do you think that how can media spread a positive role?
Yeah.
Spreading the news about the society.
Right.
media spread positive news and
Yeah. Yes. Right. So, yeah, please carry on. Would you please repeat it again?
How can media, social media, can play a positive role for the society?
Yes.
So,
Media, how can media play a positive role? By presenting facts and figures, not adding anything from their own side. They should be unbiased, impartial.
the exact reality of
Exactly. So there is no watchdog system in our country. Actually, what is watchdog? That is basically there are some people like think tanks. They are always observing what's going on in their country, and then they just present that. And the people and authoritative kind of people, they just take action on that. So we just have media, and thanks goodness that is free in our country. And they just present actual things that's based on reality. Most of that is, so thanks goodness. Right. So any other question? Yes, any other question? Yes, please.
Which type of media do you prefer? Print media or electronic media?
Good question. Nice. Yes. But why you are so shy today? What happened? Is everything fine?
Not well.
You're not feeling well.
Around 2 days I feel
What? You are suffering from fever. Oh my God. What happened? That's seasonal? Okay, so please go back to your seat. He's feeling under the weather. So this is called under the weather when you are affected with some seasonal effects or you have some fever kind of stuff. So you say that I am feeling under the weather. Okay, so get well soon. Right. So from here, your turn. Please join us. Right, so your questions. Please.
First of all, let me tell you that I am not interested in newspapers,
Good.
neither in sports or cricket. So you can ask.
Any other question apart from that? Yes.
Do you think there are any credible anchors in Pakistan? Credible anchors in Pakistan.
Credible, trustworthy, whom you can trust easily that, okay, that's there, so it means he's going to present facts. Is there any?
Yeah, basically Urdu, we can say that because it's in our national language. So I.
Any anchor?
Any language?
Language? Anchor. Host.
As I actually told you that I am not interested in all these things.
All right, so in what you are interested?
Ma'am, as I have told that I am interested in calligraphy.
In calligraphy.
Yeah.
All right. So who is the best artist in Pakistan in that field, in calligraphy? What do you think?
I don't know the.
Right.
I don't even say. But
Okay. You just do that on your own. You're not taking some proper training for that?
No.
Okay. So apart from calligraphy, do you have any other interests? So that they can ask, because they don't know about calligraphy, I think so. This is wonderful art, but rare people know about that, right? Okay, so can you tell us something else? Are you good at cooking?
No.
No. Who does cooking at your home?
Mama.
Mama. All right.
I'm interested in, apart from calligraphy, I'm
Yeah.
interested in Sufism.
Sufism. Wow. So Sufism is there. So would you like to ask some question? Yes.
What do you know about Buddhist soul enlightenment?
Speak up, please.
The concept of Buddhism about soul enlightenment. What do you know about it?
I haven't done any about Buddhism.
This is very intellectual question, actually. I must say.
I'm a literature person, that's why.
She is not appearing in CSS exam. Please make it simple one, please. Right. Who is your favorite saint? Something like that. What do you know about Sufism? So she can elaborate it in her own words. Ask.
So what do you know about Sufism?
Sufism is
Yes.
basically about soul.
Soul, spirit, soul. Good.
Soul is unbiased of the religion.
Yeah.
Basically, all the people in the society think that soul is just about Islam. It is related to Islam, and it's not a fact. It's totally wrong thing.
Okay, information is
What is
there.
the best quality of a saint? What do you think?
Yes.
He is unbiased of all these facts or society of around us.
Right. Wonderful.
I think so that the person is
yeah.
saint if he has outpowered or overcome his.
I want to call you here. Right, please. Wonderful, very nice. Big hand. But she has just, thank you so much. So she has given really a very concise kind of definition of Sufism. So I really appreciate it. So please, you just come here. Right. Okay, so could you tell us something about Sufism and all that? Spiritualism.
What's your question about Buddhism?
Buddhism. Please. Yeah, concisely.
Starting from Gautam Buddha. He belonged
Nice.
from a royal family, and he left his family just for the sake of to overcome his desires. And he spent a lot of years of his life in solitude, in jungles, and he just give a defeat to his desires of the personal,
Wishes.
persona of his personality, which was interested in all such lust. So, briefing Sufism.
So,
discussing the
as you
metaphysics-
mentioned, that
discussing
is
the metaphysics.
present in, that is apart from any religion.
Yes, yes.
So, this is example. Yeah.
Discussing the metaphysics that a human being consists of two things.
Okay.
One is the body, and the other one is soul. So
Good.
there is a proper nourishment process for the body and for the soul as well. So the enlightenment or the purification of the soul just possible when you are connected with some superpower or some supernatural thing.
Yes.
The thing which is the ultimate reality. So for the saint, everything is just one thing, and this is known as pantheism. So basic concept of Sufism. There is no difference in you and me. There is no difference in anything of this world or the universe.
Right.
The essence of everything is one thing. That is the main concept of Sufism.
Okay.
So
that's really
when
interesting.
One can't be biased when he or she is believing that everything is me or I am everything.
Yes.
I am infinite.
Wahdatul Wujud, right?
Yeah, Wahdatul Wujud.
Wonderful. That's really great. Thank you so much. You want to elaborate more?
Buddhism.
Okay. Yeah, please carry on. So, what
According to
about
Buddhism-
Islam? So, coming back to that.
Back to the point,
Yeah.
it is very most important part in Sufism that
Yes.
we just believe that Sufism belongs to the Islam or the mullahs only, or the
Yeah.
those who just leave their houses, homes, and their relatives and parents. Or
Right. So,
families
people think that they
for the sake
are.
of
Religion.
such an approach or a status.
Right.
I have read a lot about the saint from other religions as well. Like
nice.
you have read about Paulo Coelho, the writer of Alchemist, is a genuine saint. He was a journalist, but when you read his book, The Pilgrimage, you will see that he is a genuine saint or a genuine Sufi,
Nice.
and he's not a Muslim as well. And,
Right. So
From the
spiritualism,
historical background.
that is beyond all
Beyond the
creeds, all religions, all kind of colors, and that is something
it is
else.
beyond our
Yes.
such
And you
limitations.
open lots of mysteries and you get lots of powers if you just start exploring that. So it has unique parts that gives you.
I
actually.
think so. It is the most super thing to realize that we are the most. We are the supernatural beings.
Exactly, definitely. But we
Every one of
have
you.
not discovered ourselves actually.
Every one of you.
Wonderful, very nice, good. So, whenever we just start speaking about Sufism, so it gives you lots of mental peace, calm, and you feel yourself transported to some other world. So, it's always very relaxing. So, you have just shared something about Sufism, and we were just feeling that kind of energy. So, that's really wonderful. So, I would like you to just prepare something about Sufism in our next lecture. You, right? I think so. You are very much interested in that, right? So there will be some small kind of talk about that, and you can put questions as well.
Ma'am, I also want to.
You also want to participate in that? Okay, that's really wonderful. So, I think so that would be very interesting kind of session, and the two people are going to participate in that. What's your name? Amina and Shah. All right, so there's two people. Well, and you will put questions, whatever you have in your mind regarding that, Sufism, spiritualism, that sort of thing. Right, okay, so in our next session, inshallah. So now you will tell me, you have discussed about that shopping mall. So I can select anyone and you will tell me about your favorite shopping mall. Right, so now Yes, please, you just join us here. Okay, yes. Yes, so what did you tell her about your favorite shopping mall? Which one is that?
I don't really like shopping, but my parents, if my parents
Okay.
me to go to them.
Yeah, then?
I like Fazal Center in Gujranwala that was situated in Ravali.
Okay, fantastic.
I think that is better place to shop for shopping because
Good.
I think every brand was present there.
Oh, good.
It's present there. And
Nice.
you can shop at everything. And
Wonderful.
there's a play area.
Mm.
And I love it.
Right. How many floors it has?
I guess 3 or 4.
3 or 4. All right, that's wonderful. So, are there some special features which you want to share with us? Some characteristics?
That is open.
Okay.
Especially the play area.
All right, you like that one?
Yeah.
So, food court is there?
Yeah.
Right.
Really?
In food, all brands are there?
No, not really.
All right, some of them.
Yeah.
Which brands are there
I guess
for eating?
Hardee's and
Hardee's. Okay. McDonald's or KFC? That's not there? Okay. So you shop for your clothes, for footwears as well from there? She goes there. Right. So you don't often go there? Okay. Wonderful. Very nice. Great. Okay. So what about boys shopping? Right.
Boys don't make shopping.
Yeah, you just please come here. Right, so they are not shopaholic. They wear whatever they are given by their friends. Right. Okay, so which one's your favorite shopping mall?
It is concerned to me that I often go to Photo Square Mall in near Kent.
Nice.
As my brother is living there, and whenever I visit them,
Good.
He takes me to the
Right.
Photo Square Mall.
Okay, so what are the features of that? What are qualities?
Ma'am, there are different kinds of stuffs are there that we can. There is stadium is also present. We can enjoy different types of sports, and we can enjoy the shopping as well.
Okay.
And we can also have foods and other for shopping. We can also see electrical devices, and we can buy cell phone and other stuff.
Okay, all that stuff is there. All right, how often do you go to it?
Once in a year.
Once in a year. All right, once a year. It is not required for that. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, very nice. Nice choice. Okay, so, right, from here, okay. Now you have discussed about shopping mall? Right, yes, you just come here. Come. Right. You are going to tell us about your favorite shopping mall. Yes. Okay. Please tell us about your favorite shopping mall. What's the name of that?
I don't like shopping.
Right. So,
My mother go.
all right, she goes
Bring
some stuff. Okay, that's fine. So, but if you have to go in some shopping mall, so where would you go? Where would you like to go?
Origa.
Origa. All right. Why do you prefer it?
Because it has some variety of good clothes.
Okay. So all sort of clothes are available, like ready to wear as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's really wonderful. And what about the prices? Is that economical or not?
This is my mother's discussion.
All right. So, and she can bargain even.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So, so have you ever done shopping for you?
No, ma'am.
Never ever. Not even on Eid.
No, I just don't like shopping.
You don't like shopping. You like clothes,
Yes.
but you don't like shopping.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Good. Wonderful.
My mother know my choice.
All right, that's wonderful. Great. Good. Okay, so that's fantastic. And I'm really pleased to get to know about your favorite shopping malls and got some idea where should I go for shopping next time. One is Care Mall. The other one is very far, actually in Gujranwala somewhere. And Origa is nice choice, right? Okay, so now we are going for a tea, right? So this is tea break, so enjoy your tea